relate to the lesson, right? Okay, let's start, man. You already know when we start, we have to start here, right? We have to start on the information, right? How to trade trend lines, right? Trend lines in Forex involve identifying the direction of the market using lines drawn on the chart to spot potential entries and exit points. Here's how to do it in simple terms. Now we are getting serious. Now we are getting serious. We are getting serious. Okay, this is how you use trend lines, basically, right? Identify the trend. Like when they say identify the trend, let's go to the chat. I am going to explain when they say identify the trend. That's why all the time when I start trading, I like to start on the weekly chart to try to identify the trend of the week, the trend of the day, the trend of the hours, and the trend of the minutes time frame, right? You always look at me. I started, you always see me. I start in bigger time frames and go to smaller time frames all the time, because I'm also trying to identify what the trend line. So right now on this trade that you are in, guys, the trend line that we are seeing right now here. Can you tell me which trend line is this on the chart? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Can you tell me right now in the chat, is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Tell me on the chat. Okay, it's a downtrend. I know Mura will answer because he already knows. It's a downtrend, right? How do we check that Val is a downtrend? This by this line, right? How do we identify a downtrend? We look at this. An uptrend goes like this. Right? An uptrend goes like this. Right, yes, for the downtrend, you're right. This is an uptrend. This is how an uptrend moves, right? Uptrend. This is how an uptrend moves. Let me do this. Click on the screen so it can be black. This is how an uptrend moves, right? This is how we draw an uptrend. If you don't know how to draw an uptrend, this is an uptrend, right? And this is how a downtrend moves, basically the opposite of this thing. So for people who don't know on stream right now, this is how you look at them. A downtrend goes to the downside, an uptrend goes to the upside, right? This is how they are, both of them. So an uptrend, you look at the, let me use H. Uptrend, you look at this, guys. Give me a minute. Higher highs, right? Put another one. You look at the higher highs and lower highs. Lower highs, we just mean this point must also go to the upside, right? You just have to go to the upside as well, right? Which is L. Lower. Why does this L look so weird? It's an L though, guys. It's an L, right? The lower levels also has to go up. L, right? For the new people on stream, guys, do you understand this? An uptrend, you look at the higher highs and the low parts of your what do you call it? Leave the broker thing. We'll talk about the broker thing after the lesson, bro, right? And you also look at your lows. They also have to go to the upside. This is the higher highs and this is the lower highs. Your low parts must also trend to the upside. When I mean trend to the upside, they also have to shoot to the upside like this. And the only way to judge them, you have to draw trend lines on the sides by doing this, joining the 3 points. If you join your points like this, it will show you value. This is an uptrend like this. You see? Because this movement is going up. It's an uptrend. Do you understand that point? If you understand that point, put a W. Put a W on the chat. Put a W, guys. Put a W on the chat. You know that's how we learn. We put a W, then we continue. Put a W on the chat. Okay, 1 understand. 2 understand. Can I get more W's? Like the last W, can I get one last W? So now, right, let's focus on a downtrend, right? Let's focus on a downtrend. Same thing. It's just vice versa. It's opposite. Downtrend, your highs must be lower highs. No, man, must be higher lows, man. They must go down. Sorry for that, right? They must go down. Let me take this ones. Like, they are going down, you see? Your high levels are going down like this. And your lower levels are also going down. They have to create lower lows. That's why you always hear them, your low levels has to create lows because it's lower lows, right? So basically, you also do the same thing. If you want to if you want to be sure this is a downtrend, you draw lines like this. It's going to tell you, okay, valid, this is a downtrend. This is basically the basics of an uptrend and a downtrend. Do you understand this thing, guys? Say yes on the chat. Give me a W. Give me a W if you understand this mini concept. Don't forget, this course is about mastering them. So I'm going to show you a lot of pairs that we are going to draw trend lines. Okay? I got W's. That means people understand it. So let me go back to this thing that I was reading. Okay, the first one said identify the trend. We identified the trend. I showed you how to identify the trend. You look at the higher highs and the lower highs, which is an uptrend, and a downtrend. You look at the higher lows and the lower lows. They have to go to that will indicate that price is going down, right? Okay, identify the trend. Look at the price chart to determine whether the market is trending up or down or moving sideways. The thing that I just explained. I didn't explain the sideways one because the sideways one is basically the thing that I was teaching yesterday, which is support and resistance. The sideways one, they are basically talking about support and resistance. Let me draw it for you guys so you can, people who are not here on stream yesterday when I was teaching support and resistance, sideways, they're basically talking about this one, right? This is the sideways one. When they're talking about the sideways trend line, they're talking about this one. When your price is moving like this, it's not going up, it's not going down, it's moving sideways, right? It's support and resistance. Even this one, I will explain it after. Do you understand this concept right now? This is all the trend line patterns that we have in the market. These are the 3 most important ones. If you understand, put a W so we can continue, because I want to make sure that all of us, we are in the same page. Do you understand this? Put a W on the chat. Okay, you guys, you understand. Okay, that's good. That's good. So right now, let's continue on whatever we were reading. Okay, in an uptrend, price generally makes higher highs, the thing that I was explaining, and low and higher lows, the thing that I was explaining. A downtrend price makes lower highs and lower lows, the thing that I was explaining. I did explain that, guys, most. If you want this information, I'll post it on my website. I don't know when, maybe tomorrow, right? But if you wanted this information, I'll post it on my website. So this point, I basically explained this point, right? I basically explained this whole point. So let's go to my second level. Draw a trend line for an uptrend. Draw a line connecting the lows, all right? For a downtrend, draw a line connecting the highs. This This line presents the trend line. So let me explain this point because I know most of you don't understand this point. When you go to your chart, let me remove everything because I'm sure you guys understand whatever I was speaking here for. Now let me remove it. Remove drawing. So this is your chart, right? You want to judge, is this a downtrend or an uptrend? Right now on this chart, right now here there are two trends, right? There's an uptrend, there's a downtrend, right? So let's start with the uptrend. This is the uptrend that we have here, right? You join your points, your uptrend point, right? Your uptrend point and your you join your higher highs. Sorry guys for saying that. You join your higher highs and you join your lower highs to give you an uptrend. Basically this thing. You see, I'm joining this points here. I'm joining them. Points here, another point is here, another point is here. You see they are joining in chart, right? This is the first indicator that we have an uptrend. So you do the same thing on the lower part. On the lower part. When I mean the lower parts, I mean this one. This lower lows, guys. This low levels. You do the same thing to it, to this low levels, right? So you basically, the thing that I mostly do, I just clone the trend that I created and I just drag it down and adjust it. All right, make sure that it touches the points that I want to use. You see this? This is a perfect example. This is an uptrend because it's joining this point, it's joining this point, it's even joining this point, it's even joining this point, but it's not showing it properly, right? It's even joining this point, right? So how many points did it join? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So as you can see this thing, the direction of this thing is going up, is an uptrend. It's going up. Do you see it, guys? It's going up. Do you understand this? Just put a W so we can go to the downtrend one. Put a W. Put a W. If you understand this, put a W. Okay, I can see that you guys understand. So let's go to the downtrend one. This is a downtrend one. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to join points, which these points are going to give us the direction of this trend, right? First point, second point, third point. That's 3 points right there. You see it? Do the same thing to the upside, right? Let me clone it. I want to clone this one. Clone. Do the same thing to the upside. This one doesn't need adjusting. That is just accurate. It's just the proper one, right? It doesn't need adjusting. How many points does it touch? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This one, how many points does it touch? It's 1, 2, 3. And if you can look at the direction of this trend, it's a downtrend. Do you understand that point? You understand these two logics here. Put a W on chat so you can continue. Downtrend and up, drawing trend lines is the easiest thing. You just have to join points together. That's it. That form a line. If you understand, put a W. If you understand, put a W. So we can continue. If you understand, put a W, guys. The W is just it just shows that you guys understand what I'm talking about. Right? This is an uptrend and this is a downtrend. I want to pass this part fast because trend lines are the easiest things. I want to focus on how you trade them after this, right? If you don't what? Ask a question, man, because I want to pass this part knowing that everyone understands. If you don't understand, ask a question. If you don't what? Or if you don't understand, which point don't you understand? So I can explain quickly. Which point don't you understand? Which point don't you understand? the uptrend or the downtrend, or the whole concept of an uptrend and a downtrend. My brother is not responding. I guess we'll move on. We'll move on for now. Maybe he will ask later, but for now we'll move on. Okay. I'm sure that 90% of you understand, right? So let's move on, guys, because this I was just explaining what's an uptrend and what's a downtrend and how we draw them. And I'm sure you saw how I draw them, right? Okay, do you only use trend lines in high time frames, my king? No, I use trend lines everywhere. That's the funny thing. That's how I trade. I use trend lines everywhere. Let me explain how I use trend line everywhere. Né? You see this? There's a trend line. This is a weekly time frame. I'll go to the 1 hour. Right? Now, this is not the 1 hour. This is a daily, but I'll basically do the same thing. I'll look for a trend line as well. I'm also seeing a trend line. I'm going to draw it. Right? There's a trend line here. Inside of a trend line. A trend line inside of a trend line. Right? The reason why I do this, it will help me with my trade. I'm just trying to make the trade as easy as possible. That's what I'm doing. You see? You see it? You see it? I'm trying to make the trade as easy as possible. So this is a daily, right? After daily, this is how I will do it. After man, I'm going too deep, man. I wanted to explain these things later on when I was showing you how I enter trades. So after doing this is a daily. I'll go to 1 hour. Look for a trend on 1 hour as well, right? I see a trend on 1 hour, an easy trend. This is a trend as well here. Give me a minute. I want to be 100% accurate. This is a trend line on 1 hour. Duplicate this, brother. Give me a minute. Do you see the trend line? Do you see it, guys? On 1 hour. It just makes your trading easy. You see, on 1 hour. So when you are already in a trade and you're a trader, this formation that we have here is already explaining something to us. Price broke outside of our trend line, which is first indicator that is telling us that price might be reversing back to the downside. That's your first indication. So Vaughn, do you understand this point? I put trend lines everywhere. I don't put them only on the weekly. Even on the hour, I put a trend line just to make my trading easy. For example, if I can go to the weekly right now, I will show you the weekly trend line. This is my first trend line that I created on the weekly. You see, the big one. Then when I went to the daily, I created a second trend line inside of a trend line. And when I went to the hour, I created another trend line. That's helping me. These trend lines are basically giving me direction of the overall market from the bigger time frame to the smaller time frame. So I don't make any mistakes when I'm trading. Do you understand that point? This pair is GBP USD, but I'm just using it for explanation because I'm explaining trend lines to people. So guys, do you understand the concept that I was explaining right now? If you understand it, put a W so I can continue. Because I don't want to take a long time on this trend line course, guys. I want to be quick with it. Do you understand this point? Okay, guys, you understand that point. That's good. I got 2 W's. Venom, that means I explained Venom's point. That's good. So let's go to the third point. Okay. The third point says confirm the trend line. Make sure the trend line touches as many points as possible without crossing any candlesticks. This confirms its validity. Okay, basically means that it confirms the trend line strength. You see how many touches here? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It just basically tell you that this trend line is strong, right? It just that point just basically means that just make sure when you draw your trend line, it has as many touches as possible to just validate the strength of your trend line. Does that make sense on the chat? Put a W. I feel like making coffee, man. Okay, I see W. See, that means you understand this point, right? Let's go. Let's be quick today, guys. Let's be quick, right? Let's go to the fourth point, because I want to mix trend lines and support and resistance to give you better view of the market, what the market is doing, right? So, trading opportunity. In an uptrend, look to buy when price touches the trend line and bounces up, right? In a downtrend, look for sales when price touches the trend line and bounces down. I understand this point. They basically mean if you want to be sure when you're trading an uptrend and a downtrend, né? You can see this is an uptrend. It's a basic uptrend. You can see it. They just mean like when you're trading an uptrend, every time price touches here, gear yourself for buys. Every time price touches here, gear yourself for buys. That's what they're saying. Every time price touches here, gear yourself for buy. But you see here, it fucked you up. You see here, it fucked you up. This is the thing that I'm going to explain later on to avoid. Now, guys, I'm going to explain it later on to avoid this type of things that blow your account. I'm going to explain it later on. This type of things here, right? But do you understand that point? Like every time the price touches your trend line level here, you buy on an uptrend, and on a downtrend is basically the same thing but opposite. If you understand, put a W or a yes so we can continue. Okay, I see two of you understand. That's good, guys. Let's move to the which point are we in right now? Okay, I'm happy. Let's go to this one I want to, we're going to pass this point because this point is going to have a lesson on its own. It's risk management, right? I want to have a lesson of risk management on its own. So I'm not going to involve risk management right now, right? Because risk management is way too important to a thing that I'm just going to skip in 1 minute, right? Let's go to exit strategy. Okay. Exit strategy, right? Take profit when price reaches resistant level in an uptrend or support level in a downtrend when the trend line is broken. They basically mean, guys, né? When you enter here, when you draw like your TP or you have to, when you draw your what do we call this? I don't even know the name of this thing. Your TP must be on the next level, must be here. They basically mean that, right? Your TP must be on the next level, on the resistance level. Don't forget, this is still support and resistance, but it's a support and resistance on an incline formation. It's still support and resistance, but it's support and resistance on an incline formation or on a downcline formation. So they basically mean when you enter here, this is where you're going to exit. Here they're basically teaching you how to draw a TP level, because I can see most people don't know where to put their TP level. Do you understand this point, guys? Put yes on the chat. Same thing on a downtrend. Okay, you guys understand this. Let's move on then. There's not too many information about trend lines. Trend lines are just easy things to draw, guys. They're easy as hell. Now, the only thing, now we are going to formulate strategies. Let me make sure that they are finished. Let me read the last point, right? Remember, trend lines are not foolproof. That's true, because they do sometimes break out. The breakouts happen, right? Trend lines are not foolproof and can sometimes be broken. Yeah, I was explaining that in a minute. Signaling a potential trend reversal. Okay, I was explaining that, but I'm going to explain that in more detail, right? It's essential to combine trend lines analysis with other indicators, risk management techniques for successful trading. I will make a course on risk management on its own. Right now, we're not going to focus on that. So this is what I was talking about, guys. The three pillars of a trend line, right? Uptrend, downtrend, sideways trend. People like to use the difficult term, call it consolidating trend, but the true term of it is sideways trend. But you guys like consolidating, right? So this was the thing that I wanted to explain. This point, this drawing right here. Trend will respect, and it will finally break. Now I want to show you how to avoid things like this breaks. Right? So you enter for buys and price breaks and kick your TP. Right? Now we are going to focus on how to avoid them. There are many ways to avoid them. You can use a moving average. Right? Number one, you can use a moving average. You can use your price action theory, but price action is more advanced. But I believe people have to understand price actions, right? But I'm going to make a price action course later on. So now we were just focusing on uptrends and downtrends and sideways trends, right? So guys, if you understand the concept of uptrends and downtrends and how to draw them, just put a W on the chat, because right now I want to show you how to join them with support and resistance. Just put a W and yes on the chat so you can move on. I'm trying to be quick today, guys. Do you see that? I'm trying to be quick. Okay, now let's go on the chat, right? Let's redraw the trend line that we took out and join it with a level, basically support or resistance, right? This is the trend line. Give me a minute, right? Okay, this is the trend line right here. Do you see it? This is the trend line right here. You guys see it? So now, you remember yesterday's course, we were talking about putting levels that are important, basically your supports and resistance on your trades to help you trade. So right now we're going to do that. Let's say you drew your support and resistance. Don't forget, price doesn't only change direction when it hits support and resistance of an uptrend or downtrend. It also does that when it hits a sideways trend line, basically your support and resistance. So right now we are going to draw those support and resistance level. This is GBP USD, my guy. Right? So I see a level here. There's a level here that price respects. Every time price hits this zone, it goes back up. Do you see it on the chat, guys? You see this level on the chat? Put a W if you see it. If you were not part of yesterday's lesson, you can go on YouTube and watch the full video. Cause that full video, that stream that I did yesterday, which I was teaching you support and resistance level, is there on YouTube. Yes, Sposa. It's there on YouTube. Let me see. Man, it's long as hell, bro. Yesterday's lesson. That's why today I'm trying to be quick as hell, guys. Because yesterday's lesson was long. This is the video. Number one, right? 2 hours mastering support and resistance is the stream that we did yesterday. And this one is better because it's proper quality, right? Because I was basically recording my screen. So this one is proper quality. You'll enjoy it. Let me show you how it looks compared to the live stream that we have. The only way that I'm going to be able to show you using my screen, guys, is when I reach 1,000. I don't have 1,000 yet, so I'm still using my phone's camera to record the content, right? But I'm close to reach 1,000. So if you don't follow me yet, you see this one is proper quality. You see everything. The sound even sounds better, right? It's a long ass video, but it's very good. It teaches you. You see, this is a video, guys, and the quality of the sound sounds good because I was using my quality mic. I'm still using it even today to record this lesson. This is the mic. I'm using the mic to record this lesson. So after this lesson, if there are things that you didn't understand, you can just go to the video and watch it. All right, this is the level that we have. Right? Trade Talk with Prince. Just write Trade Talk with Prince. The same name with my TikTok. The same name with my YouTube. It's a new YouTube channel, man. It's not old. It's a new YouTube channel. I'm just posting streams. Every live stream that I do on TikTok, I post it there. So, guys, do you see this? If you see this level right now, put a W on the chat. Put a W so we can continue. Because right now I'm showing you how to use support and resistance levels on a sideways trend line and also on an uptrend or downtrend. Put a W if you understand. The name of the YouTube channel, let me just post it here. Hey, what the? With Prince. Right? This is the name of the channel, guys. Trade Talk with Prince. So, okay, I can see one W, one understand. So this basically means that one mistake that most of us traders do, after price breaks out of a trend line, right, we mostly enter for a buy because Vele is showing us signs of a reversal, right? We mostly enter for a buy, for a sell, sorry. We mostly enter for a sell. Okay, price just broke out, I have to sell, right? And most of you, the thing that you do, your TP level is way too far. You do this, give me a minute. You do this, your TP level is way too far. You put your TP level here, right? After price breaks, right? You do this thing, right? So for a trade, the best way for you not to blow your account is to learn to put levels on your trend line. When I mean levels, I mean this thing that I drew right now, guys. This support that I drew right here is a level. You already know that this level is strong. Every time price reaches this level, price changes direction. So your TP, for me, the trade out, it was going to be like this. For me, it was going to be like this, right? My TP level was going to be here. Let me do it. Do you see it? This is how I was going to enter this trade. Do you see it? All right. Okay, that's good. That means you guys see it. That's good. So let's move on. So right now, price breaks out. One thing people don't understand, every time price breaks out, not 100% of the time, but I would say like 75% of the time, price will retest that level it broke. So that's why when you're a trader, your TP level has to be the closest level of reversal. When I mean the closest level of reversal, I mean the support level is the closest level of reversal, right? So your TP will be here because you know that price has to go back up and test that level. That's why we call it a break and retest strategy. Price breaks out. Let me change the color of this thing to white so you guys can see it. Right, price breaks out and price has to go back and retest that level most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. So whenever you are trading, you have to put this on your brain, that there's a possibility that price will shoot back up to test that level it broke. Right? Do you understand, guys? Thank you for the gift, Mora. Thank you for the gift, man. You're the one who always give me important gifts. I love that. So if you understand this point, put a W on the chat. Put a W on the chat. Okay, I see one yes. I'm good. I'm good. If you guys understand, I'm being heavy, right? That's good. That's good. So guys, every time when you trade, a breakout, make sure that your breakout must have a break and retest first before you go for super long trades, if that makes sense. If it doesn't have a break or retest first, my brother, be careful. Don't forget, this is a 1 hour time frame, right? That means this small move this small move from here to here, it was a day move. So that means this is a long move. So for me as a trader, what I mostly do when I trade trend lines and support and resistance level, my entry has to be super good. So I go to the 5-minute time frame, and on the 5-minute time frame, I'll look for the same thing. I'll look for breakout and retest on a 5-minute time frame. Let me show you where price broke out. Give me a minute. Man, it's still loading, man. Still loading. Okay, let me zoom in. Price broke out here, guys. Price broke out here. There was a break here. You remember I was talking about levels. I will put a level here because price has to go back and test this level before it shoots down, because there was a break. Price has to break. That's why we call this strategy break and retest. Price breaks. Man, this thing went back to that boring color, man. Price breaks and goes back and retests that level it broken before it shoots down. That's why we call this the break and retest strategy. This is the trade. This is the strategy that I use all the time in my live stream. All the time. In my live stream, when I'm trading with the guys live, I always use this strategy. Let's hope that you're not late. But if you are late, you can watch this stream on YouTube. It doesn't matter. I'll always use this strategy. Do you understand the setup, guys? Do you understand the setup? I'm sure Mora right now is powerful with this setup because he always see it every day when you are trading. Do you see it, guys? And I'm going to show you so many scenarios where this type of setup happens, guys. It happens a lot. It's just that you have to be good with it to see it. Hello. So if you like this thing, tap the screen, give me those likes. I want to reach 10K, guys. Give me those likes. If you like this thing, give me those likes. So this was our first entry for the trade, right? Let's look for a second one. So don't forget, price does this breakout and retest things on smaller time frames and on big time frames as well. We got our break and retest from a smaller time frame here, but when we went to an hour time frame, right? Hour time frame, we didn't get it yet on an hour time frame. That's why we got it here. So for smart traders, we already know that price is going to sell after this. For smart traders, we already know that price is going to sell after this. It's going down here again. Unless if the news comes out and tell us some weird stuff. But on a technical side alone, if you know how to trade structure, this is what is going to happen. And to confirm this setup, there's also a level close to that thing. That's why right now I'm teaching you how to trade trend lines with levels. There's a level here, guys. Let me show you the level. There's a level here. There's a level here. Give me a minute. Do you see the level? You see the level? The only way you're going to be sure that price is going to buy if price goes above this level. If price goes above this level, that means you know that your trade is going up here. You know that your trade is going up here. If price breaks this level that we just drew right now, that means now you know that my trade is going up here. But don't forget, all the time when price do something, there's always something trying to make it not do that thing. There's always sellers on the market trying to push that price back down because it's close to hit their stop loss. So all the time when you trade, you have to look at those levels, right? We know that the overall our trade is going here, right? It's going up here. It's going up here, right? But you have to look at levels that can stop your trade from going up there. So for me, I'm already seeing a level here. There's a level here, right? One, there's a touch here, price reversed. There's a second touch here, price reversed. That's my first level, right? My second level is this brother here. That's my second level that can stop my price from going up here. That's why most of the time when you look at the market don't just shoot straight and go up here. It goes up, chopping up and down. It will go here, touches this level, right? Retest downwards, right? After retesting, shoot up. After touching this level, you'll see it doing some weird things, right? Then after that, it will shoot up as well. The thing that's causing the price to do these things of not shooting up straight immediately is these levels that were put by sellers to prevent their price to shoot up because they don't want price to hit their stop losses. Do you understand this concept, guys? You understand this concept on the chat? If you understand this concept, give me W's. Give me WWE. You understand this concept here? If it's clear, I'm happy. You don't understand it because you are late, man. But don't worry, I'm going to another pair and I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to end it. You're going to understand it at the end of the day. So are you happy with the information you got from this? So I can move on to another pair and analyze it with you guys. You're not happy. What don't you understand, my brother, so I can explain it quickly before I move on? What don't you understand here? What's confusing you? How many times, how long have I been on? Yo, guys, I'm close to an hour already. But let's move on. You'll understand it because I'm going to do the same thing to another pair. Okay, let's go to everyone's favorite pair, Nasdaq. This pair was man, I don't even know, man. I just took a random pair and started doing technical analysis on it. Man, this is pairs that I already do analysis on. I don't want you to see them. I believe it's GBP USD, ne? Yeah, it's GBP USD. It's GBP USD. Okay, guys, let's go to Nasdaq, everyone's favorite pair. I know all of you love Nasdaq. Let me clear the screen. Let me clear everything. Remove everything, right? I want to show you that the same concept that I was explaining happened here. It happened in a different form. So what did I tell you? Every time when I analyze the market, I go to the weekly time frame and look at the overall direction of the market and look at levels, right? So this is the liquidity level of this pair. The highest point of the market is a liquidity level. This is our highest liquidity level, right, on Nasdaq, right? So right now I'm going to focus on levels that could cause a problem for us when we trade this pair. I am now going to focus on this one right now because price is way too far from this level. Right, I'm going to focus on this level. When price is close to this level, then I'm going to focus on it. So right now I see a level here. I'm going to show you the level, and I want you guys to see the level as well. On a weekly, there's a level here. Do you see it? Let me put the level. On a weekly, there's a level here. Let me use this one though. Let me change it to white. Trying to make it a... Do you see the level? This is weekly, by the way, don't forget. This is weekly. So this is the level that every time price touches price, there's a reaction. There's a reaction happening. Price changes direction. Same as this. Price changed direction here and it went back up. It hit this level again and it changed direction. So there were 2 times price reached this level and there was a reaction. So the second thing that I will look at, I'm still on weekly. I'm going to look for a trend line. Right? I'm seeing a trend line here. There's a trend line here. On a weekly. You see it? You see it? There's a trend line here. Do you guys see it? Put a W on the chat if you see this trend line that I just drew. And if you understand whatever I did here, put a W. Okay. Okay, I'm happy. You guys understand? Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm happy. So right now, this is the information we got from where? From our 1 hour time frame. That's the information we got from our weekly time frame. This is the information we got from our weekly time frame. So right now, let's go to our daily time frame and try to find more information that can help us in our trade, right? So, okay, I'm seeing this. There was a trend line here, inside of a trend line. I always tell you that thing. I always look for trend line inside of a trend line to make my trades perfect, right? So I'm going to change this color for this trend line, right, guys? There's a trend line here. I hope you guys see it. There's a trend line here that took place. Let me change the color to yellow. You're going to see it. Give me a minute. Let me just draw the trend line properly so you guys can see it. 3 touches. It's a legit trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. That's a legit trend line. Let me do this. Do you see the trend line, guys? Do you see it? Put a W if you see it. Okay, you see it. So you see the same concept that happened on the previous pair that we're looking at. Price broke and went down. Let's go to that pair I was showing you. What was the pair? GBP USD. Same thing happened. The market always does the same thing. It's just that we guys can't see it. Because we are clouded by FOMO, we are clouded by a lot of things. But the market always does the same thing. You see, price broke here and price sold. If you go to our Nasdaq, same thing happened. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. If you can go to our Nasdaq, same thing happened here. Price broke. Let me do this. Same thing happened. Price broke and sold. I'm happy. I'm happy you're learning, guys. WWE for real. So now we want to understand exactly what's happening here. But before we do that, to understand whatever was happening here, I am seeing a level. That's why, guys, I trade with levels and trend lines. They help you. They help me to see the market clearer. Right? So I'm seeing a level here. There's a level down here. There's a level up here. Because right now I'm on an hour. I believe it's better for me to change the color of this brother to yellow. So we can see that, okay, now he's on a daily. Because this is a daily chart time frame. So do you see this? Price touched this level so many times, I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many times. Way too many times. And it rejected. So this means this level is a resistance level and you don't play around. And this basically is our support level. Do you see things? The more you draw your levels, everything keeps on revealing itself. Right? You see how easy it is? Okay, let's move on then. So right now, I'm already seeing this on a daily. Okay, I'm on a daily. Ne? And don't forget, you can't enter a trade on a daily unless if your account is big as hell. So you have to go to lower time frames to have the best entry. So right now, I'll go to 4 hours and try to look the market on a 4-hour expert. So I'll do this. Okay, price broke here. That's nice. Now I want to look at levels. I want to show you that the same thing keeps happening all the time. It's just that us guys, we don't look at it because we are too chicken. Sometimes we just way too chicken. Okay, there's a level here, guys. I'm going to show you the level. Let me change the color to show that, okay, now I'm on hours. I'm going to change the level to blue. I believe blue is better. You see this? Touch here. It broke, it retested, it went down. It touched this level again, it went down, right? It finally broke this level, it retested this level and went up. Do you see that the same thing keeps happening, guys? Same thing all the time keeps happening. Every time the same thing keeps happening. It's just that you have to learn how to read the market. Same thing is always happening. Right? So right now, I'm in 4 hours. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing a trend line. That's why I always draw a trend line inside of a trend line inside of a trend line. I'm seeing a trend line. Let me show you the trend line. This is a trend line right here. You see the trend line? Do you see it, guys? Let me change the color to blue because I'm just basically showing that, okay, now you're in 4 hours. The market always moves in trend lines, guys. It's just that you guys don't see it, but the market always moves in trend line. You just have to learn how to draw them. That's it. Because the market always moves in trend line. You see this? Is this not a beautiful trend line? If you're a good trader, here I was going to enter for buy. Here I was going to sell. Here I was going to sell as gain. Here I was going to buy. Here I was going to sell. You see, the market always moves in patterns. You just have to understand how to draw them. Right? Do you like in the stream so far, guys? Do you like in the stream? Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Give me a W, give me a W, give me a W, give me a yes. Okay, I'm getting one yes. Can I get more yeses, please? And you guys are tapping the screen. Mora, guys, to help Mora to tap the screen. Help Mora to tap the screen. Help Mora to tap the screen. Okay, I'm getting happy. Help Mora to tap the screen. Tap the screen as well, guys. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Play with it. Play with your fingers. Tap the screen. Okay, you guys understand. That's good. Let's move on. Let's move on. Right. So right now, you can't enter on a 4 hour because that's basically blowing your account. These are big candles. They might look small right now, but they're big candles. My entry time frame is 5 minutes. I just use bigger time frame to give me the full picture of the market before I start entering. So right now, before I go to 5 minutes, I'm already seeing something. There are two things happening here. Every time price reaches this level, there's a rejection that happens. This level here. Every time price reaches this level, there's a rejection that happens here. Okay? There's a rejection. And now, price is close to that level. Do you see it? Price is close to that level. Right? Do you see this? Right? Okay. I'm getting excited now. Okay, I'm seeing something. So I'll go to 1 hour. Because right now, I don't see anything on 4 hours. 4 hours has given me all the information I need to get. So what am I seeing on 1 hour that could help me on my trade? What am I seeing in 1 hour? So now I'm analyzing the market. I'm relaxing. Okay, I see one thing. There's a trend line here. You see the trend line thing, guys? It doesn't end, bro. There's a trend line here. Okay, there's a trend line here. Let me change this color to show that, okay, we're in a different time frame. Right now, we are on 1 hour, right? You see, there's a trend line here. You see it, guys? You see how the market moves in trend lines and in support and resistance levels. You just have to learn how to draw them easy. Then it's going to give you your trades like that. Do you see it, guys? I use TradingView, guys. I believe TradingView is the best. The market always moves in trend lines and in support and resistance all the time. You just have to learn how to draw them to help you with your analytics. That's it. So do you see this, guys? Do you see this? Yeah, TradingView is the best. Do you see this, guys? You see right now we are getting more information. The more we go to smaller time frames, the more we see more information. So right now there are two things happening here, guys. Right? There are two things happening here. So right now I'm seeing two things that I will focus on. I am not going to enter this trade yet for a sell because I am not going to enter this trade for a sell if price can't break this level. You see right now, drawing these trend lines is giving me a clear mind of how I am going to maneuver my trade. Right? Because right now, I'm sure we all want a sell. We all want price to do this. But you must have confirmations for this thing to happen. You must have confirmations for this thing to happen. That's why I keep drawing so many lines here, trying to find out the confirmations, because it's all about finding the information that's going to help me with the trade, not make any dumb mistakes, entering the trade way too late when the trade is about to reverse. That's why I keep drawing lines, support and resistance, all these damn things, is to avoid those type of things from happening to me when I'm in a trade. Right? So now I focus on things that could disturb my trade. That's what I'm here for right now. I'm here to look. So the only way I'm going to enter this price for a sell is when it breaks this level. Do you get it right now? You get it why I keep drawing so many lines. I want price to break this level. So the only way I'm going to be comfortable with this price breaking this level, I am going to look at my closest reversal level where price hit and reversed. This is my closest level. So I'm going to draw a level here. Let me change the color. This is basically the level that I will wait price to break and retest from it. So price will do this right now. Break. And after that, price will retest to the trend line. This is where my entry will be. Guys, I just finished an hour and I wanted to finish this lesson after an hour. So this is how my trade will be. This is where I'm going to enter and I'm going to sell till this level. Look, guys. I didn't say till this level, right? This is the right level, fairly, but till this level. The reason being, let me show you why. This level, we drew this level on 4 hours. Let me go to 4 hours so you guys can see this level properly. We drew this level on 4 hours. And every time price touches this level, there's a reaction that happens. Price touched this level, it went up. Price finally broke this level. Touched this level, it sold. Touched this level, it sold again. That's why my TP is here. It's not here. Because there's a possibility after price touching this level, price can shoot up. Do you understand why my setup was like this right now? If you understand on the chat, put W's. The way this information I'm giving you is too powerful. Even my temperature is going high, man. It's going up. You see why my setup is like this, right? So let me go back on 1 hour, right? So this was going to be my setup. But as a trader, right? As traders, guys, you always have to look at all the scenarios that could happen. all the scenarios that could happen. All the scenarios that could happen. Price can start. Price can do this as well, right? Price can do this as well. Price can touch here, right? And go back up here and start reversing here on this level, right? So that's why the only way I am going to enter with a sell is if price breaks out of this, retests, and this is when I am going to enter with a sell, right? Because if I entered with a sell when price was still inside of this mini trend line, it could kick my ass because it could go up and hit my stop loss. Then I lost the trade. I lost money because I was in a hurry. That's why for us traders who have been trading for a long time, guys, we create a setup and just relax. As long as that setup doesn't happen, we don't enter the trade. We move on to the next trade because of things like this. I'm expecting price to break, but price doesn't break. Touches here and go up. That means this setup is no longer working. I have to change it. I have to come up with a new setup, right? And the new setup is basically telling me that after price touches this level is when price will eventually start selling. Do you understand it right now? Okay, let me read. One of my guys wrote a paragraph here. I have to read the damn paragraph. If you had to buy on that level, what confirmation would you need to wait for before taking a buy? On which level? On this one? On this pink level? Okay, let me show you the confirmation that I was going to use. Né? Let me remove this. Hey, I want to remove these things, man. They are too big, man. They are full on the screen, man. Right? Right, the confirmation that I was going to use, I was going to go to lower time frames. 5 minutes. Right? 5 minutes. Do this. Right? Okay, there's something that I'm seeing in 5 minutes that I have to respect. All right, there's a level here. I always tell you guys, I trade in levels. I do not change. There's a level, there's a trend line, there's all these damn things. I'm just showing you that these things always happens. It's just that you have to learn to see them, right? There's a trend line here. Let me change it now. Let me change this color to. Hey, guys, colors are done. Let me use green, right? There's a trend line here. I'm just showing you that the things that I'm preaching, they always happen, bro. Right? There's a trend line here. Right? Price is selling right now. The trend line on 5 minutes is telling us that price is selling. Right? Do you see the trend line on 5 minutes? Levels, boy, levels. Price is selling right now on 5 minutes. All right? Do you see it? Price is selling right now on 5 minutes because it broke the trend line. So basically, price on 5 minutes will sell till here before it reverses to the upside. Right? So for me, as the trader I am, because I am a very, 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 very paranoid trader. I don't play with my money, guys. Hey, I don't play that game. I have to be sure, guys. I know I don't win 100% of my trades, but at least I win 70. Right? In 10 trades, I will win 5, or I win. Sometimes I have good weeks, like I will win like 8 of them. Sometimes I will win 6 of them, but at the end of the week, I'm in profit. That's what is important, right? So, but I never lost 5 trades in a week, right? Yeah, hell no. Most of the time it's 2 or 3, man, not 5. That's too much. That's too much, right? Because I'm a paranoid trader, I'm going to look for levels. I'm going to look for levels. Thanks, man. I'm going to look for levels. Do I see a level right now? Yeah, I see a level. There's a level here. There's a level here. You see this level? Price touched this level so many times before it finally broke it. And after breaking it, it went back and retested that level. That's the same thing that I was explaining. Every time price breaks a level, it will go back and retest it. Do you see it, guys? So I'm going to put a level here. I have a level here. And look at our trade right now. It's at that level. Give me a minute. Our trade right now, the current one that we are in right now, every time frame I'm basically doing the same thing, bro. On each and every time frame I'm basically doing the same thing to see the market clearer. Okay, right now there are two things happening here. After putting this level, whatever idea that I had that the market is going to sell just changed. Right? Because of what? This level that we just put in right now. This level that we just put in right now. There are two things that could happen here, guys. I told you, I always look at each and every scenario that could happen on the market. Price can actually break this level that we created here. Break it. Go down here, right? Go up. Struggle to break it. Go down. That time I'm just waiting. I'm not entertaining the market, guys. I'm relaxing. I'm waiting for a break. Goes down here. So now you see price is getting squished right now. It has to get out because it can't breathe anymore. So right now, there are two things that's going to happen. Price is going to break down. Why is this happening? Price is going to break down to here. Let me do this. It's going to break down to here, or price is going to break up. You see now the market is giving you new scenarios. It's going to break up. So when it breaks up, I'm going to have a retest level. And I told you, how do I judge a retest level? The closest level that prevents my price to go up is my retest point. It's my retest level. So basically, our closest point right now is this brother here. Do you see him? It's this brother here. This brother here. So I'm going to wait for price to hit this brother. Retest him. And this will be my entry for a buy. Do you see it? Do you see how the market moves in patterns? You just have to understand how to catch the patterns. Yeah, there's a huge possibility. Let me tell you something, guys. My entry points, my entry levels are always on the 5 minutes. You want to know why my entry levels are always on the 5 minutes? Because of my stop loss. Right, guys? I don't want to lose a lot of pips on a stop loss, bro. My stop loss has to be as small as possible. That's why I use the smallest time frame. Right? Because I know when I'm using a 5 minutes, my stop loss, entering the trade here, my stop loss, let me show you my stop loss. My stop loss will be exactly where it is right now, and my TP level will be up here. So that's basically like 10 pips to the downside, and it's like a ratio of 3:1. So that's good. That's a good ratio. That's not even 3:1. That's 1:5, bro. That's a good ass ratio. So that means if I'm using 0.01, I basically lost like $1 here, and the amount of profit that I made, I basically made like almost $7 up. If I'm using 0.01, I'm just trying to make it simple. You see why I prefer entering on smaller time frames? Because let me show you the same thing if I was trading on a bigger time frame, or if I entered at 1 hour. Alright, if my entry was at 1 hour, guys, give me a minute. I want to show you how different the trade was going to be. The trade was going to be completely different. Let me show you where my stop loss was going to be, guys. Let me zoom in. Yeah, it is so cluttered here because this is 5 minutes analysis, right? So you just have to remove everything. Oh, yeah, it's clouded right here, right now. Right? So my stop loss was not going to be here. It was going to be here. If I was using a 1 hour, right, time frame to enter a trade. My stop loss was going to be down here, which is basically 20 pips to the downside. So there's a minimum. That's $2. I lost $2 if I'm on a 0.01, or I lost $2.5. I'm trying my level best to save my money when I'm trading. That's why I use a lot of stop loss. Do you understand this point, guys? Because if you're a good trader, guys, you're not going to lose all your trades. You're going to lose. You can, guys, even if you're a 40% trader, like your win rate is 40%, if your risk management is proper, at the end of the week, you'll have money. So if you learned something from today's lesson, guys, give me W's. Or if you want me to make another pair, just put another pair there. Just put pair. Put pair. Put pair, then I'll give you one last pair. We'll do the technical analysis together with the one last pair. With the last pair, then after that I'm done. WW. I'm happy, guys. You learned a lot. So you'll know after each and every lesson, I have to give you some fruits. I have to give you some sweets for coming to the stream, right? My stream is indicators, guys. Hey. I have to give you a powerful indicator that's going to help you with your trade. Okay, this is Nasdaq, by the way, right? My favorite pair. I love Nasdaq, bro. This is the first pair that I started making money when I started becoming a profitable trader. Yeah. There's a guy here who wants me to day AUD. Guys, I'm tired, bro. I've been streaming for how long right now? Yo, guys, almost 1.5 hours. So right now, let me give you this indicator. I'll come back late. Late, we are basically going to do technical analysis, joining them with fundamentals, so we can start focusing on this week's trades, right? Basically tomorrow's trades, right? Guys, I stream every day, man. It's just that during the week I don't teach anything. I just trade with you live. Right, but during the weekend the market is closed, so that's why I teach. But during the week I trade with you live. We make money together, but I don't trade the whole day like most traders because I still work most. So after work, 2 o'clock, I'm in front of my screen. I start trading with you guys. We go. Sometimes I come in 4 o'clock, but at the end of the day, there's a pair that we are going to enter together and make money or lose that trade. Who knows? Who knows, brother? No one knows, man. No one knows. You get it. So right now, I want to give you some sweets, man. I have to give you some sweets, man. Okay, guys, go here. There's go to your indicators. Click on. Okay, thank you, man. Paste this magic trend. It just helps you for entries. For guys who are struggling with entries, this brother just basically help you with entries. Magic trends. Right? It just helps you with entries. I'm going to explain it. But it works perfectly when you are in a trend line. That's why I wanted to teach you about the trend line. Yesterday I gave you 2. Today I'm giving you 2. This is a different one, Mura. This is a powerful one. This is a different moving average. So this is a powerful moving average, guys. I want to teach you how to use it for entries. Right? You see, every time it passes the moving average, it sells. Every time it passes and change colors and it become green, it buys. So don't rely on it too much. It's just an indicator that helps you confirm whatever setup that you have. Right? For example, for me, price just broke this level, retested. I was just going to use this indicator to see if it's buying. It's still continuing with the buy. You see, it's still continuing with the buy. So I was going to enter this trade until this level here. Right? You see, even here, it did the same thing. It broke above the trend line. And when it retested, it changed color. It became blue. This was a buy. So it basically another You see, it does the same thing everywhere. Same here. Same thing. It broke above it. It retested on this moving average that I just gave you guys. This plug that I gave you. It retested on this moving average and bought. This is basically a level for retest. After price breaks, it does what it is supposed to do with this guy. So do you like this moving average, guys, that I shared with you? The name of the moving average is this guy right here. Trend Magic. Trend Magic. Just go to your trading view, click on indicator, paste it here or type it, Trend Magic. The first one, that's your brother. Okay, I'm happy then. If you guys are enjoying, I'm happy. Right, guys? So if you don't follow me yet, guys, just follow your brother, man. Just support your brother. That's the best gift you can give me. Just follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Thanks for the follow, guys. And I'm streaming every day, guys. I'm streaming every day. Every time when I come back to work, I come back and stream. So we can try to make money together, right? I don't just teach only. I also trade with you guys. Follow your boy, follow your boy, follow your boy, follow your boy, follow your boy. Click the screen. I want to reach 12K. Guys, I need 12K. Click the screen. So next week, guys, I'm going to teach about, what can I teach about next week? Because, guys, I basically taught you how to use support and resistance and moving average. What can I teach next week? There are many things that I could teach about liquidity levels, right? They are also important. I could teach about Fibonacci. Fundamentals, I'm going to teach fundamentals after. After finishing technicals, then I teach you fundamentals. Yeah, you just click on it and it gives you that. This is a 1 hour time frame, by the way. Fundamental, guys, is a big book. Fundamental is super big. Guys, what is this FVG you always type, guys? I'm not good with abbreviation. Can you just write the name of that thing? FVG. What the hell is FVG, guys? Can you just write the full name of that thing? This FVG thing. Because you always type the FVG thing and I don't understand. What the fuck is FVG? Right? Man, I explained last time. You are late, man. We're doing something. Guys, I'll be back around 8 o'clock. Oh, share value gap. Oh, my God. That thing again. Always that thing. I don't know how many times I explained that thing. I'm even tired of explaining it. Yo, another time, I don't know. What's coach, man? What's coach? Niggas, what's going on? I don't want to lie, guys. I'm not good with trading. I taught myself the market through trial and error, watching videos, filtering the useless information, and I'm just absorbing the good information. So on fundamental, I don't want to lie. There's no book that will give you the best fundamental information. It's through trial and error. Oh, change of, we see right now, it's coach. Change of character now is coach. God damn it, what's going on right now? What's going on right now? You changed the tempo, change of character to coach? God damn it. Oh my God, these guys are too much. Now you're just creating things for fun, man. Okay, that's the name of the what do you call it? Trend Magic, guys. Yeah, I recorded the session. This is the session. I'm going to post it. You'll find it tomorrow on my YouTube channel, so you can watch it as long as you want, right? This is the session right here.